Hey, so how do we get our organization AI ready? This is a quick design of an intervention that will help your organization go from not using AI too much to using AI to the max in the shortest possible time. So, the intervention really starts with the diagnostics, which could be an AI readiness assessment, which could be taken by self and also L1 or L2, where on an individual we rate what is the competency level currently with regards to different competencies within AI, and this assessment will create a good point of departure in data points for where the organization or the individual is, which we can track there on in our AI journey. The result of this assessment will be four buckets. So people identified into one of these four buckets, which are novice, intermediate, advanced, or expert, depending upon the skills that they already have. Now, these achievements of these tags will help them find different points in the learning journey to move forward from. The intervention design is of four phases. The phase one is learn, which is basically to get the employees familiar with concepts of AI. So this part covers basic concepts and different tools and applications. It is to be treated as a asynchronous learning journey that will use different modalities of learning. For example, ability to create and curate content with the help of AI, creating assessments, providing anti cheating technology, a gamification engine to increase engagement and using contests and competitions in this phase. Then certification. Also, we can use AI assessors to do deeper understanding check of the participants. And then we can also use an AI coach, which could be the friend on the side for all the participants who can keep helping them remember key concepts and ideas to do better at the assessments. After this phase of learn, we move to the second phase, which is the phase of play. By the way, the learn phase can, from a timeline perspective, can go anywhere from as short as 2 weeks to up to 8 weeks or more. The second phase is play phase. In this, we provide hands-on tool usage experience in a project setting. This is an important phase because at this stage, we once people are familiar with ideas of AI, they have to get their hands dirty with the tools and get hands on with the different types of tools and environments that are available for development. So, this phase will remove any inhibition one might have before going into a new tool and will get people more confident to try out bigger and more things later. So this can happen in a project format where a cohort is divided into natural teams and then project is assigned to which they make a presentation. It is to be facilitated by a coach or a trainer. The most important thing that they will learn in this phase is prompt engineering. This piece alone is the single most important piece in terms of skills and science that one could learn. So, with this in place, our folks would be ready to try out something bigger. Now, if you have been a novice, your journey obviously starts from the learn phase. If you are an intermediate, you will have access to of the learn phase and might need to do a few things and move to the play phase. If you are advanced, you will have optional access to these two phases, and we might only want to see you in the third phase, which is the apply phase. In this phase, we find and fix AI opportunities at work. This again is a synchronous style activity where a facilitator will work with the group and brainstorm to identify opportunities in their work. So the facilitator will create a structure and a preamble of how this is to be handled, and then asynchronously we would have discussion boards, breakout rooms, and then user generated content. So once these ideas are identified where AI will get applied, then we will go into a campaign where we'll encourage our participants to provide or create user generated content, showing the successes of what they have been able to achieve in the flow of their work. And this activity will be gamified as well to incentivize people to create better quality content, and also create social engagement and thus social currency. This again will need it'll be a hybrid intervention with a mix of live as well as asynchronous activities. It will have live webinars, discussion boards, breakout rooms, user generated content tool set, most important here, and then a gamification engine to ensure that this campaign takes a life of its own. And we need a on the job training tool set to just keep the reins tight, that everybody is putting in their time, and if some silos are not, then we know beforehand and we can do some intervention to get them back into apply phase. After these phases, after this third phase, the organization already would have created for itself a lot of knowledge base and a lot of application at work of AI, which will be all documented. And so to say, the journey of AI would have started by this phase already. The next phase is to internalize AI and make AI your core organization competency, which means we will calibrate the competency framework to include AI skills at role level, and we will do skill rating, and we will also track the development on those skills through a cyclic skill assessment and rating tool set that we just saw at the beginning. And then we will also need a competency mapping tool set to ensure that AI is then a part of every strategy that we create around learning in the organization. And most importantly, at this phase, we will use R&R in AI implementation to ensure that the enthusiasm doesn't die down, and organization on an ongoing basis is able to create leaps for itself in application of AI.